going to talk to us about curriculum.
Hi there, folks. My name is Angela Perry, and I am here tonight to discuss curriculum as we know it. Hang on to your hats, because tonight's newscast is going to be a long one. At the beginning of the course, prior to readings and writing of the curriculum critique, I had never viewed the curriculum as anything but a mandated document that I was to follow throughout my career as a teacher. I had known very little about common sense in classrooms and the oppressive ideas that the curriculum was also often portraying. Reflecting on my first blog post prior to lectures and assignments, I had written about common sense according to Kumashiro. I had discussed my opinions on common sense and the idea is that it is also important to pay attention to the common sense because the common sense follows an oppressive way. Yet most people do not think about it this way because it is just the common sense and what everyone else seems to do. I believe that most people just follow other people's ways rather than forming their own. But if we continue to follow these common ways, oppressive education will never be questioned or resolved. Since our curriculums are mandated, these oppressive ideas are continuously being portrayed and continue to go unchallenged. As future educators, we need to pave our own paths rather than following common sense. Now that I am aware of oppressive education in our society, I am also aware of the ways that we as future educators can challenge these issues. We are mandated to teach curriculum. However, we are also given the opportunity to teach curriculum in anti-oppressive ways. Modifying lessons plans, indicators, hidden curriculum, and the ways we teach can do this.
We now invite you to reflect on the moments of cognitive dissonance that we hope, experienced throughout the course. If you did, how has this experience reframed what you knew, and what new questions, if any, have arisen from this reflective process?
ECS 210 has challenged my beliefs by providing me with a whole new perspective, a perspective that is often overlooked. I have learned that curriculum is oppressive and directed towards a certain group of people. However, the group of people is not stated. Perhaps it is designed for able-bodied people, white people, English-speaking people. There have been many times along my learning experiences where I have felt uncomfortable. For example, I had a major cognitive dissonance in our ECS 210 lecture when Professor Mike had lectured to us about racism. He lectured about racism in schools, racism in curriculum, and an underrepresented teacher workforce. Once the lecture was coming to a close, he had told us that we are all racists. Once these words came out of his mouth, I turned to my neighbor and said, "Wow," and watched everyone else do the same. I mean, I know that I had been racist at some point in my life, but now that I'm aware of oppressive education and the racism that lurks around the curriculum in our society, how am I still a racist? What have I been doing that would be considered racist? Nothing. I can't be a racist. Racism is bad. If I was once a racist, will I always be a racist? After this cognitive dissonance that I had experienced at that time, I had been able to reflect and grow by allowing myself to think and acknowledge all the times I have been racist or unjust. If someone had not told me these words, I would be oblivious to my racism and not have been given the opportunity to reflect and become a better educator. These experiences will continue along with me throughout my journey as an anti-oppressive educator. I will continuously reflect on these experiences and feelings that I once felt so that I am able to move forward and challenge these oppressive ideas and dominant narratives that are seen in our society today. Explain to us the process of your current understanding of curriculum. How is it similar and how has it changed? Explain why. Well, you see, their curriculum is this document that is made by the government and ministries. Inside the document is multiple grades and subject areas. Within these subject areas are outcomes that teachers are mandated to teach and finish before the end of a school year. It's almost like a guide of what and how I should teach my students. I now understand that not every student fits into the mandated curriculum. Anyways, what type of students do fit into the curriculum? Ideal ones? Normal ones? What is a normal and ideal student anyways? These are the ideas that educators need to challenge. Our curriculum is often portrayed as oppressive because it does not accommodate to all types of learners. Our curriculums follow norms in our society. Thus, oppressive education is never challenged. As a pre-service teacher, we need to challenge the oppressive norms that curriculum documents follow and accommodate for all of our learners in our classroom. I think that my view on curriculum has changed because of all the reflecting I've been doing on my own experiences throughout the course. These reflections allow me to look back on past experiences that may have followed societal norms, how they were oppressive, and what I am able to do differently next time I am in a similar situation. Angela, we now invite you to think on your agency. As you think about the day you become a teacher with the curriculum sitting in front of you on your desk, how do you approach curriculum? I think another important way to view curriculum is with its orientation. Whichever way you view the curriculum orientation will most likely be the way that you transmit the curriculum to your students. My current understanding of curriculum as of now is similar to the way I have viewed it a few months ago in my blog post of John Dewey's famous quote of "Learning is doing." Not only had I strongly agreed with this quote prior to taking my ECS 210 course, but I also was a firm believer in this quote throughout my own school career. Since I believe that children learn best through doing, I will most likely approach the curriculum with a hands-on experience for all of my students. As a teacher, what do you see as your main role? As a pre-service teacher, in the future I believe that my main role in the classroom will be to provide students with a hands-on experience relating to curriculum and everyday life. I believe that a strong connection between school and personal life allows students to realize the importance of school, so they have skills and abilities to be successful in their personal lives. My role is also to prompt my students' thinking and learning by providing them with clear, concise discussion topics, questions, assignments still remain, and how will you address them? My biggest fear in terms of oppressive education is hidden curriculum and unintentional messages that I may be sending to my students when I am teaching the curriculum. As I become more aware of the issues in curriculum in school, it also makes me more nervous that I will make these unintentional mistakes. I feel that working conditions like class size and preparation time, I will not find the opportunity to accommodate to each student's individual backgrounds, beliefs, and needs. To address these fears, I'm going to work towards reflecting on all my experiences, similar to the way I've been doing when it comes to becoming an anti-oppressive educator. With reflecting, I am given the opportunity to think on what I did well and what needed more work in that situation, so that I am able to comfortably and confidently address similar situations in a better manner the next time they happen.